Okay, so continuing from the previous video, we've gone through all the top row except the insert read more tag, which I'll talk through when we create a post. Touched upon this, headings, paragraph, pre-formatted. Okay, again, it always prompts you what it is when you just hover over it, so underline, very self-explanatory. I would say use underlines sparingly because it may confuse people that it's actually a link when it isn't. But you know, there are instances where underlining text may be useful. I'm going to take this to an extreme example and underline an entire paragraph, which wouldn't usually be done. Okay, and we'll view that in the actual page in just a moment. Justify. Justify would make sense to be alongside here, because in Word you can align text left, center, right, or justify it. So that could be there. But anyway, what that means is it aligns the left and the right edges. So it puts spacing between the words, extra spacing between the words, so the left and right sides edges are completely straight, as you'll see. So watch how the text changes. There we go. So extra spacing has been applied. Okay, so here, text color. Let's apply some formatting to this paragraph. So those are some default colors we can choose, or custom if you want to take it even further. So just move around here. Or if you know the code, you can type in the color code there, or even the 3-number combination. So I'm going to make the entire paragraph this light blue. Okay, there we go. Maybe a little bit difficult to read, but anyway. So what's next? Paste as text. Okay, this is to help you if you're pasting content from Word, as a lot of people do. So let's do that now. Okay, I've got Word here just with some text with different formatting. Okay, I'm doing this demonstration in Word 2003 because I'm still using that version, because I haven't come up with a reason why I need to upgrade yet. But anyway, maybe I'm just old-fashioned. So yeah, so I can select that and copy. So Control-C. So let's paste that into WordPress. Let's see what happens. So down the bottom here. Okay. So you see it gets pasted in with some formatting, not exactly the equivalent formatting. So yeah, if we compare, it's not exactly the same, is it? But it's pretty close. You know, WordPress has tried to do the best it can. It hasn't got as much functionality as Word, and as much formatting functionality as Word. So it's done pretty well. But sometimes you want to paste text in, and you don't want all this formatting applied. You just want text. So let's get rid of that. Actually, no, let's leave that in, but let's add more space at the bottom. Okay, so we're creating quite a long page. So now, if we click paste as text, okay, we've got a bit of a warning message. Okay, that. And now if we Control V, you see the same text just appears as text with no formatting. So that may be helpful in some instances. So let's Control V again. Yep, still pasting as text. Let's click this again then. Okay. And Control V one more time. And it reappears with formatting. Okay. Next, clear formatting, pretty self-explanatory. So if we select that, let's click it, and we can probably guess what happens, but let's see anyway. Okay. Yep, got rid of the formatting, but that's still heading 1. So it gets rid of things like bold and italic. So we can see that. So this got pasted in with bold. This got pasted in with italic and underline. So clear formatting, and it just becomes text. However, it's still paragraph text there. So this is paragraph text with bold, clear formatting. So the bold has gone, but it's still paragraph. The paragraph style. So this doesn't have any formatting actually, just heading 1. So clicking that doesn't make any difference. But just to really drive this point home, let's add bold, italic, strike through. Let's even try block quote and underlines. Okay, that's completely slightly ridiculous. And actually, let's make it red. Why not? Okay, so selected, clear, and okay. So heading 1 stays, block quote stays, but everything else goes. So we can give it a block quote, change heading 1 back to paragraph, and it's just plain text now. Okay, so what's next? Special character. I'm going to delete a bit of this because the page is getting a bit long, unnecessarily long, so I'm just going to scroll down. Actually, just what I did there. The cursor is there. I'm going to scroll to the bottom, hold down Shift, click here, and I've selected everything between. Just like in Word, I've selected all that by holding down Shift. Or I could just click, hold, and drag. Yeah. So again, just like Word. So if you're used to Word, this should be pretty straightforward for you. Okay, it doesn't really scroll down very fast, does it? So, get rid of that. So yeah, we're back to just below the numbered list. So special character. So as the name implies, you can choose a special character. So that's pretty much it. So an arrow, for example, or a copyright symbol. Let's do one more. The euro sign. Okay, and this, just like normal text, styles can be applied. Okay, so we're almost at the end of these toolbars, or these button bars, whatever you want to call them. So this decrease indent, increase indent. This can be applied to bulleted lists. Actually, it can't, excuse me. Let's actually just decrease and see what happens. It gets rid of the bullets. That's interesting. So if I apply a bulleted list, I can't indent. So you can do that in Word. You can't do that in WordPress. But again, if I decrease the indent, the bullets go. So that's one way to get rid of the bullets. Alternatively, I could just click there and then just click again to get rid of the bullets. So in indents, it's like pressing the tab, like when you press the tab to the left of the text, it pushes it across the screen. So now this text will wrap over here. So if I just add some text, you see it wraps over there. And if I was to select that and decrease the indent, takes it back to the left margin. And out of interest, let's do one more. It's still high. You can still click it, but obviously it doesn't do anything because you can't go off the edge of the screen. And yeah, that can be applied to this block quoted paragraph. Let's do that. And this is undo and redo. Just like in Word, you can undo something. So we've just undone that, or we can redo it. Okay, so that's all the options. So let's save. And let's check out the page, how it currently stands. Okay, so there's our block quoted paragraph. We've indented it. There's our blue paragraph. There's our justified paragraph. There's our horizontal line. That's the paragraph we indented and then removed the indenting. There's our couple of indented paragraphs. And those are our special characters. So obviously this isn't a proper page. I've just thrown together all the functionality into something very rough. But that's all it is really. That's the base WordPress functionality that allows you to edit or create and edit pages. And also most of this, actually I would say all of this can be applied to posts, which I'm going to come to. So that's it. Yeah, so I think that wraps up this video. So I'm going to move on to creating a post next. Again, there will be a lot of overlap, so I won't need to talk through much of this functionality, but certain aspects of the pages, certain aspects of WordPress only apply to posts, and it's worth understanding exactly what they are and what that functionality does.